What is faith? Faith is man's response to God. To respond to God means to believe in Him. Anyone who wants to believe needs a heart that is ready to listen. In many ways, God seeks contact with us. In every human encounter, in every moving experience of nature, in every apparent coincidence, in every challenge, in every suffering, there is a hidden message from God to us. He speaks even more clearly to us when He turns to us in His Word or in the voice of our conscience. He addresses us as friends. Therefore, we, too, should respond as friends, and believe Him, trust Him completely, learn to understand Him better and better, and accept His will without reservation. The 7 characteristics of faith. 1. Faith is a sheer gift of God, which we receive when we fervently ask for it. 2. Faith is the supernatural power that is absolutely necessary if we are to attain salvation.
3. Faith requires the free will and clear understanding of a person when he accepts the divine invitation. 4. Faith is certain because Jesus guarantees it. 5. Faith is incomplete unless it leads to active love. 6. Faith grows when we listen more and more carefully to God's word and enter a lively exchange with Him in prayer. 7. Faith gives us even now a foretaste of the joy of heaven. What does my faith have to do with the church? No one can believe alone and by himself. We receive the faith from the church, and live it out in fellowship with the people, with whom we share our faith. Faith is the most personal thing a person has, yet it is not a private matter. Anyone who wants to believe, must be able to say both I and we, because a faith you cannot share and communicate, would be irrational. The individual believer gives his free consent to the we believe of the church. From her, he received the faith. She was the one who handed it down, through the centuries and then to him, preserved it from falsifications, and caused it to shine forth again. Believing is therefore participation in a common conviction. The faith of others supports me, just as the fervor of my faith enkindles and strengthens others. The Church emphasizes the I and the we of faith by using 2 professions of faith in her liturgies: the Apostles' Creed, that begins with I believe, and the Great Creed of Nicaea-Constantinople, which in its original form, starts with the words we believe. Faith and science. Not one truth of faith competes with another truth of science. There is only one truth, to which both faith and scientific reason refer. God intended reason, with which we can recognize the rational structures of the world, just as He intended faith. That is why the Christian faith demands, and promotes the natural sciences. Faith exists so that we might know things that are not apparent to reason, yet are real above and beyond reason. Faith is knowledge and trust.